Story time part 2. Bear with me. I'm in a vehicle. Again, these videos aren't to defend myself. My late father taught me never to defend lies. And I realized with this situation, the truth defends itself. But this video is just to counteract any of these people who may try to lie and say I'm mentally unstable as a defense mechanism for why I could be saying these things. On my Facebook page, my most recent Facebook page, there may be posts that seem like they are chaotic or confusing, or they don't go by any rhyme or reason. I assure anybody who's interested in knowing I am not mentally unstable. In the past 5 years, I've had 5 psychiatric evaluations, and my diagnoses were the same. I present with no mental health symptoms or issues. My most recent evaluation being done in October, when they bribed a sheriff to arrest me and keep me locked up in a facility for 6 days. So these people make it seem as if I have a God complex, or as if I'm arrogant. The only 2 things that I am arrogant about is my faith in the Most High God, and knowing that He fights with me in any battle, and my intellect. I'm a self-proclaimed super genius. Those are the only 2 things. With this situation, and these people who lied to everybody that I know, or in some cases were people I know, were lying to law enforcement, and it was a situation where people were either believing lies where they didn't feel like they should help me, or they felt like I deserved what was happening to me, or it was situations where they felt like I was the one that was in the wrong. But either way, I didn't run into anybody that was on my side. So all I had was my relationship with the Most High God and my intellect. I was faced with what seemed like an impossible war against hundreds of people, most that I didn't even know, and mostly for things I didn't even know what I was being persecuted for. And all I had was the Most High God and my intellect. Together, the Most High God and I formulated a strategic plan. And the plan in itself was simple, because they provided me with the roadmap. The plan was to use the exact same tactics that they were using against me on them. These people are the ones with a God complex. Anybody who feels like they have a right to pay people to do things in someone's life, control how someone's life goes or people they meet, the way the interaction should turn out, or who is trying to do things to get someone to kill themselves, or who is trying to do things to get someone to go crazy. Basically monitoring my technological devices, surveillance in my home, in my vehicle, literally trying to control everything about my life. These people had a God complex. They felt like they were all-knowing and all-powerful. So I did the same thing. You will see posts that seem to embody that. They used the fact that they felt like they were all powerful in order to incite fear in me and even the community. I saw it firsthand living there. So I did the same thing. I used their tactic of acting like I was all powerful, all knowing, in conjunction with fear, in order to control them in a manner that kept them at bay while I maneuvered through figuring out what was going on. Some of my posts may embody that. These people also thrive on causing illusions and confusions. They put people in my life and they change their names. They switch their relationships. They moved jobs or moved businesses. They created fake Facebook pages. But it was all a way to create an illusion of a reality that if I were to go to law enforcement, which I've never done, and say this person did this at this place, it wouldn't make sense, and it would immediately make people think that I was crazy or I was insane. That's why I've never gone to law enforcement, because of the confusion, the illusions, the lies that were told surrounding me in order to confuse me. They wanted me to go to law enforcement, giving fake names, fake relationships, fake connections. And then if I was sat down in front of a picture, the picture wouldn't match the name, wouldn't match the relationship, wouldn't match the situation. And they would find a way to pay people to say they were somewhere else. So I did not fall into that trap. I've done the same thing. They created illusions and confusions to make it seem like the reality that I knew to be true wasn't true. You'll see posts that embody that. They created chaos to distract me from what was going on, which was them just trying to get away with fraud, identity theft, and all the other crimes that they had committed against me in order to take what was mine. There's posts on my page that embody that. I haven't lied in this situation, not one time. And anybody who's been listening to me or paying attention will see that everything that I've said has been true. Do not let these people point to social media or posts that I have as a way to distract people from the fact that I'm completely mentally stable. Like I said, these people have been watching and listening to me 24/7. So my posts and the things that I may have been doing in the last year and the way that I've been acting in the last year was strictly to reflect back to them the same methods of control in order for me to control them as they use to try to control me. This is also one of the main ways that I secured a win. I didn't even have to think of a strategy. I just used all of the strategies that they have been using on other people and this community for years to keep control in order for me to regain control of my own life. I am not crazy. I am not insane. People who would do this to a person in order to take something that is theirs, they are the ones that are crazy. Bribing people to participate in abusing someone in order to take something that is theirs, they are the ones that are insane. If you are associated with them, I warn you, they are being investigated by law enforcement. On top of that, they are experiencing consequences for their actions. Whether you believe in karma, luck, energy transfers, magic, they were doing negative things towards someone who was innocent. All of that is coming back to them. And anybody who is associated with them, you may be experiencing the effects. If you can cut ties with these people, if you know who they are, cut ties. That's my piece. God bless.